everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi, hello. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, evening, weekday, weekend, whatever you got going on. I am here to do a kitting up, and I'm sure you can tell by what you're looking at as far as the canvas, but we are going to be kitting up Where the Fun Never Ends by Mandy Manzano Diamond Art Club kit. This is a 51 by 137 round drill canvas, 55 colors and 2 ABs. And yeah, I am doing this kit as a Christmas gift for my buddy. He is a big fan of Adventure Time. And so when I saw this kit, I decided to go for it. And so I figured I'm gonna go ahead and get it kitted up. I have a new storage system or set that I picked up because I've got a lot of Christmas gifts or just gift kits that I am going to be working on over the next few months. So I have this kitted up. I now have my Drills and Chills, my first kit for Drills and Chills, and that's Cauldron of Myrrh kitted up. And then my 2 whips. I have 2 whips going right now, Yellow Frida and the Red Gate of Hongo in Snow. So I've got those in kits. And then I have 1 backup zipper container that's currently empty that I might try to put like a snack size in or something small. And then I'll have everything ready to go. So I guess I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things either are kitted up or in progress. Yeah, and that Red Gate of Hongo in Snow, I don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna commit to like doing like maybe a section of it a week or something like that, just to try to keep things moving, because I want to get those drills out of that container, but I don't want to have to like kit them all down and then I'm gonna have to kit them up again when I decide to grab that piece. So I just need to do it. So, but this will at least be ready to go. That way when I finish Yellow Frida, then I'll be working on this and my event kit. So I'll be kind of working on ideally 2 kits at any given time, just swapping back and forth. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I've got my containers here. I've got my stickers, my easy peel release stickers. I like using these versus the ones that come with these kits because these don't leave residue or like they don't tear and leave pieces of the sticker remaining. So they keep your containers nice and clean. I have my funnel here. I've got my washi tape that I'm gonna use that one. We'll talk about it when we wrap up. I've also got my marker. I've got my scissors to cut open the baggies. And then just in case I have any spills or anything, I've got my Mooney Maid tray here that I can use to collect those drills and get them in their containers. And then I've got obviously the legend here so I know what I'm working on. The other thing that I might be doing as we go through this process is identifying where there's opportunities to incorporate some sparklers. I do want to dress this kit up a little bit. So what I'll probably do is once I get to a color, kind of take a quick look at where it might go on the canvas and then decide if I want to enhance that or not. If I do want to enhance it, then I will let me grab a notebook. Okay, so I have a notebook here and I will write down the DMC code. That way I can go on DP with Sparklers when we're done here and place an order to get those in. And then I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different as far as how I work with the sparklers. I'm not quite sure yet because I do want to have the option to have the regular drills kitted up. That way if it's like a game time decision where I don't want to do, like let's say I've picked like this color here, this 783. Let's say I decide to do a sparkler to replace these. I don't want to have these completely out of the question. So if I'm working on the kit and I'm like, oh, I want to do like half sparklers and half regular drills, then I still have them kitted up and ready to go. So I'll probably mess with my I'll mess with like the organization once the sparklers get here. But for now, this is a good start. My hands are gross. I'm gonna go wash those real quick and then we'll be back, hold on. Okay, there we go. I was outside playing with Apollo and then we were messing around in the garden a little bit. And then my 2 buddies have one of their friends, like not somebody that's in our like friend group, like an ex, someone that I don't know essentially, is having a wedding, so they all left, and I came back inside. I'm like, I'm gonna do that kitting up. I'm gonna get it done, and I didn't clean up. I should have cleaned up, so we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I already have my ABs clipped out because I pull them out when I do my unboxing. So we have those to start with. Hopefully I'm in a good working space right here. So number one. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a fantastic week, you know, whatever you've got going on. Feel free to leave in the comments, you know, what you have going on. You know, depending on when this goes up, you know, if you're in the middle of your week or if you're enjoying your weekend, if you have any final summer plans, like, you know, end of summer vacations or anything like that coming up, I'd love to hear. And this is going to be our number one. Okay. I have my vacation next weekend, so I'll probably have this up at some point this coming week. And then next week might be a little bit of a quiet time for me, so you get a little break from my voice because I will be vacationing. I'll try to film a couple of little vlog videos and stuff, and then when I get home, I'll edit everything because I do want to share what I'm doing. So I'm going to Rhode Island. My buddy, who this kit is for, his family has a beach house in Rhode Island about, I think it's like half an hour or something like that, south of Providence. Our next number is 134. I believe I'm gonna need 2 containers. Apollo may get antsy, so I may have to take a break to hang out with him a little bit. He is right next to me right now. Hi, baby. And he's sniffing the table and stuff, which usually means he's bored. So we'll see. But yeah, so my buddy's family has a beach house there in Rhode Island, and so we're gonna go there. It's not anything like super fancy, and maybe I've mentioned it in a previous video, but it's not like a big beach house. It's more like just like a little bungalow kind of cottage type thing. But it's like right on the beach, like the road to the actual beach house itself, it's all sand. So we're gonna go out there and just hang out. I've never been to that part of the country before. I visited DC and I've been to Maryland, but I was there for the cruise ship. And so we were on the Coast Guard training base, and we did not leave it. Like, we literally got there, and then when we left, we went straight to Boston and right on the cruise ship, and we were gone. So yeah, I'm excited to experience that part of the country as like a tourist for the first time. Let's see, we've got number 3, and that's gonna be 208, and that's a deep purple, it looks like, or a purple. 208, where are you? 208, can I find you? Oh no, where is it? Oh my gosh, I need to, part of me feels like I should prep this ahead of time. I just don't know how I would exactly do that. But, oh, here we go, 208. So yeah, we're going this coming Saturday, a week from the date of this filming. And I'll be gone Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we fly into Boston, and then he really wants to take the train into Providence, where his family lives, where he's from. And then his parents would snag us. But I don't know, like, I don't know what it is for me, but like, I'm just not, I feel wary about public transportation when I'm vacationing. It makes me feel like I don't have as much control over the situation. That's number 3. So we'll see. I've been toying with the idea of just booking a rental car and just being like, surprise, I got us a rental car, don't worry about it. But I also don't want him to feel like because he's kind of running the show, you know, he's showing me around, all that good stuff. Number 4 is 310, which we have a ton of. So let's snip this, and this whole thing's 310. Okay, great. So I don't want him to feel like I'm stepping on his toes or trying to like plan the vacation that, you know, he's been in charge of, like, we're gonna go do this and we're gonna see this, and this is my family's favorite restaurant, and then we'll take the ferry over to Block Island and rent scooters and this and that. Like, he has the whole thing kind of mapped out. So I don't want to, if he wants to take the train, and maybe that's part of the vacation that he wants us to have, is like experiencing the train, and like, that can also be a lot of fun. I guess I have taken the train when I visited London. We took the train from London to Paris. So I guess I have taken public transportation, and I've taken Ubers and taxis and stuff, but not like the city bus or the in France, in Paris, I took the subway. That's a lie, but not in the US. And you kind of do have to do that when you're, I guess, out of the country, because it's not as easy to snag a car, or hop over to Avis, but it seems like it's easy just to grab a car. I could even use Turo, the rental app. So I'm like, I don't know, why are we gonna do the train if it's, and it's pretty inexpensive right now. So I don't know, we'll see. But if that's part of the experience he wants us to have, then I don't want to step on his toes there. So I'm gonna leave this out, and then I'm gonna grab 1, 2, 3 more. Wow, there is a lot of 310 in this kit. I guess there's probably a lot of 310 in all Mandy Manzanos. This is the first one that I've ever done of hers. So yeah, we're gonna rent or do the train, or other options potentially, and then go into Providence. His parents are gonna pick us up. We leave really early in the morning and get there like early afternoon, and then with the train, so I'm thinking that we'll get there in the afternoon sometime, and then we're gonna spend the first day at his parents' house, just hanging out, probably go do dinner or something like that, and then that following morning, so Sunday, is when we're gonna head to the beach house. And I think a lot of it's just gonna be hanging out. He's got some body boards and some stuff at his parents' house that we can use. I think there's like some different, activity stuff to be had just right there on the beach. It's like within walking distance to this really pretty lighthouse, and then this old like kind of castle looking building. So they're all part of like the state park, I think, state park system there. So we're gonna go just explore probably for a day or even 2 days, and then one day he wants to go to that Block Island place, and then I guess you can rent scooters there, and just scoot around. I guess it's kind of like a ritzy island that's got a lot of like vacation homes and stuff. So there's like good food to be had, and like just some little bars and stuff. So we're probably gonna do that, and then head back up to Providence, spend another evening with his parents probably, and then that last night, so like Tuesday night before I leave, he wants to kind of go up to Boston and just kind of do like a city night. And then I'm not sure, I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I should probably get this figured out, but I was thinking of just getting a cheapy Airbnb in Boston that night. That way I don't have to go back to Providence and then back up. And he's like, I'll drive you, like it's no problem. I'm like, I don't want you to have to like schlep back and forth to Boston. So I think I might get an Airbnb or something for that Tuesday night, so that way I can just crash in the city. And if he wants to stay up there with me that night and then go back down Wednesday, and then I'll head to the airport, or maybe he can take me to the airport and then head back home, because he's staying there for a full week. He's staying from Saturday to Saturday. I just, at the time when I was working at my last job, I didn't think that I would have the capacity to take a full week's vacation off, just with how crazy things were there. In retrospect, I probably could have done it. Now that I have this new job, they're like super flexible. And I probably could have said, ooh, I'm taking, Tuesday through Friday off, and they wouldn't have had anything to say about it. But I had already booked the flights. I would have had to change everything. So yeah, I figure when I get back, that'll allow me to have, Thursday and Friday to get kind of caught back up at work. Whoops. I'm being a little messy with these, but I feel like I can see the black trails pretty well on the canvas. So I'm like, I'll just pick them up when I'm done. So that'll give me a couple of days to get caught back up at work, and then, have the weekend to like actually recuperate. So I don't think it's going to be like a crazy intense vacation. I think a lot of it's literally just going to be us on the beach with like a 6-pack. I want to, I don't know if this is a thing. I just have in my head of what like the New England lifestyle is. I need to ask him if it's like something that could actually happen, but I'd love to go out on a fishing boat, like wake up super early and like do as the fishermen do. I don't know how that would work. Like if we just go to like a pier somewhere and we're like, hey, we'll give you $100 if we can go with you and work with you for the day. I don't know, but I'd love to go like crabbing, or I don't know what they do, or go like get lobsters or something. I don't know. There's a couple restaurants that are right by the beach house, like within walking distance, that he's like, if you want seafood, like if you want lobster or like whatever, like you can get it like super fresh. I don't know what season lobster is, but like whatever they have seasonally. He's like, they have a garden where they grow a lot of their seasonal vegetables right there in the back, so you're eating like the vegetables and stuff that we're growing in the behind the restaurant. I'm like, this is gonna be crazy. I can't wait. Like I've always thought I'd like really enjoy that kind of New Englandy kind of lifestyle. Like maybe something a little bit slower paced, and you know, being there on the beach, and I'm just so excited. I can't wait. I want to go there. You know, of course, someday I want to go to New York. I've never been to New York before, or New York City. So I'd love to do that too. Wow, there's a little bit of static in these drills. It's probably just from what we've had, like humid and dry, back and forth here in the Denver area. So I'm sure this is kind of a result of the changing temperatures, and especially in the craft room because I have the swamp cooler. So when it's running, it gets really humid in here because that's how swamp coolers work. But then when it's not running, it gets dry. So even inside the house, we have our little like microclimate, I guess. So let's grab that. I'm not gonna go crazy with condensing my containers, I don't think, because actually, you know what I'll do? I'm just gonna grab a little bit of dryer sheet. Hello, dryer sheet. I haven't used a dryer sheet in a minute. Oops, sorry. I just knocked you. I hope I didn't mess up your angle too much. Yeah, I haven't used a dryer sheet in a little while. The past couple kits that I've kitted up haven't needed it. Yes, baby. Hi. Do you want to go sit down? Go on. You're okay. He's just looking at me like, what are you doing? Bow. Okay, maybe that will help? Question mark? Exclamation point? Yes, good. Okay, cool. So there's that. Wow, I'm gonna be knee deep in 310s for this kit. Oh my gosh. There we go. Let's grab our little stragglers. I have plenty of leftover 310s in my backup from the captain from Diamond Art Club. I have plenty of those, so I've been like kind of in this mindset of like, all right, if you spill a few drills here and there as you're diamond painting, I used to save them and I had them in a little container called spares. So if I dropped one, I'd like go search for it and put it in the spare container. And after about like the third time doing that, I realized that like I never go back to them. I've always had plenty to finish my kit. Actually, there was one color on Midnight Laundromat that I did run out of, and Diamond Art Club sent it to me within like 2 days. I don't know like what their express shipping is, but like literally I got it, and within 48 hours I got the extra color. So so between that and the fact that I usually have extras of everything, wow, this is a different container shape. Interesting. They mixed them up. Is it? Oh, maybe not. So yeah, between Diamond Art Club's customer service just getting them to me like immediately, and the fact that I typically don't run out of drills I haven't run out of drills other than that one time. I'm less inclined to hoard extra drills. Like I know people do these like really elaborate storage systems and I guess mine's pretty elaborate, but like I only max out at like a few hundred drills is like the max that I have of each color. But I don't plan on expanding. Once a container's filled, with extra drills for that DMC color, then the rest just get thrown away. Or I've been putting them in a Ziploc baggie to save for like, I'm trying to think of like what kind of project I could do with them, but some sort of extra drill project. I don't organize those by DMC. They're just all in a bag, all the colors all in a bag. So I don't know what project I could do with just like a mix of random colors, and it's mostly 310. So I'll keep doing that. If I can't come up with an idea of how to use them like soon, like within the next couple of finishes, then I'm gonna just throw them out because I just don't see the need to hold all of them. I don't know either, like what's the appropriate, and maybe you know this and you can comment, what's the appropriate recycling method, if any, for spare drills that are just like loose? Because I know some of them are resin, some of them are acrylic. I don't know, and they're highly pigmented, so I know there's a lot of dye in these too. So I don't know if there is like a sustainable way of disposing of excess drills. I really wish there was. And you know what would be really cool is if Diamond Art Club started doing a send back. A lot of companies, at least in the skincare world, they will send you a pouch or a little bag, like a mailer, and you just stuff it full of all your empty containers, and they will take them back, and they have partnerships with recycling companies, or they will recycle them themselves and reuse the bottles. So I would be really cool if Diamond Art Club sent you a little baggie that was like prepaid postage, and when you're done with the kit, you just dump all your spare drills in there and seal it up and send it back to them, and they either partner with someone, you know, one of those like more industrial recyclers, or they have some sort of process that they can use to give them a new life as something else, you know. That would be really cool. It'd be cool if they could melt them down and then mold them into like diamond painting pens, or something. I mean, I'm sure once you mix all the colors, it would just like look a weird brown, but they could add some black dye and just make like black drill pens, or anything that you could make with this plastic, or maybe even redo their drill formula to make it plant-based. That way they could be biodegradable or something like that. I think there's some opportunities for diamond painting companies to make this craft a little bit more sustainable, because that is one thing that I've had mentioned. Like someone will say, like, I'm like, oh, I'm diamond painting, and I'll show them the process, and they're like, geez, that's a lot of plastic. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So it'd be cool to be like, oh, it is a lot, but here's a really cool thing that they do to make the craft a little bit more sustainable, because it's a very akin to like painting, but I feel like painting is less, it has less of an impact because you're not dealing with all this plastic. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts if you have thoughts on like what could be done, or maybe Diamond Art Club is doing something and I just don't know. Let me know in the comments. All right, so we're getting there with these blacks with the 310. Oh my gosh, I've got so many. This is crazy. Okay, so yeah, at a certain point, and something I say I'm gonna do in kitten chats is like, I'm gonna pause you and just put music in the background and speed it up. And then I just keep talking until I feel like I've gotten to that point, like I'm out of topics. And typically I don't run out of topics. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost done. But I have really been, I feel like I've been sharing a lot in pretty quick succession on my channel. We did a whip-in chat. We've done we've done a diamond painting tag that Crafting with Susie tagged me in. I was so honored to be the first person that she selected for that challenge or that tag. And then, you know, with that was almost, oh my gosh, that video was almost 2 hours long, and I had no idea until I put all the clips together in iMovie to start editing it. I was like, does that say an hour and 50 something minutes? And I was like, oh my God, I really went into it with a lot of stuff. So if you watched that whole thing, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It was not my intention to create something that long. I was just like, you know, I want to kind of tell a little bit of a story as we go, and I'm gonna want to use this opportunity for maybe new viewers to like get to know me a little bit more. And before you know it, we were like almost 2 hours in. And I think I even said in the video, like, I don't want to make this a 2 hour long tag video. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. So yeah, if you want to grab a whip and have someone, you know, want to learn a lot more about like how I got into diamond painting and my response to a lot of those tag prompts, grab yourself a snack and a beverage and give it a listen, because we go into like everything. But I had so much fun, and once again, Susie was just so awesome. I actually hadn't subscribed to her channel, and wasn't really aware of her as a creator until she reached out to me for that diamond painting tag and just asked if it was okay that she tagged me. And then I was like, well, now I feel like a jerk because, you know, I need to go watch her videos. So I started watching them, and I got so hooked like immediately. So she does like coloring, diamond painting, like a lot of different stuff. And so the variety really keeps it interesting. And she's just so funny. And then I was listening to one of her lives, like a replay of one of her previous lives, and she's got like all of the people that I really enjoy joining in on her lives and like chatting. And I'm like, wow, how did I not know? So I felt like a little bit of a jerk, but I feel like you can't know every single person. And I kind of fell into this groove. So it's something that I need to like break out of. Is I kind of found like my 5 to 10, maybe 10 plus creators that I tend to seek their videos out and watch those. And then I typically will just put their whole video playlist on. So like if I'm gonna sit down for an hour or so in diamond paint, it's just their stuff like back to back to back, like Katie from Diamonds and Washi or Tiny Worlds of Wonder. I'll just kind of listen, not even in chronological order, but I don't let the suggested video, like I typically don't have that going. I'm in their channel, like video log, just doing that. Or I'll pick Jade or someone, and so I'm just listening to all Jade's videos. So I need to stop doing that, even though it's like the comfort, you know, the lazy thing to do. I need to let it just play some suggested videos and get introduced to some new people through that route, because I feel like I'm missing out. I missed out on Susie's videos, and she's been around for a long time. So yeah, thank you so much, Susie. If you're watching this, I appreciate being included, and hopefully I'll get to pay it forward to you somehow, some way. Okay, so I think I got, oh, nope, there's a little black drill right here. I'm just cleaning up the 310s, and then I'm gonna go ahead and label these. I've got 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13. I've got 14 containers of 310. Holy moly. And that's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is kind of my process for kitting up. You've seen it before if you've watched any of my videos. I try to, as much as I can, have one color be a single color of sticker. So like all the 310s are going to be this blue sticker. It just makes it easier to identify how many containers I have left or when I'm reaching for a container. Sometimes that doesn't happen if I'm reusing these containers. So like, let's say the next kit I do, number 4 is like a color 912 in that kit. I can still use this container because I haven't written the DMC code on it. Sorry, I keep doing it over here. The DMC code on it. That way I can reuse those. But sometimes if I'm using containers from multiple previous kits, I start to have like, oh, this time all my four containers were green, and then here's some yellow. So they end up getting all kind of mixed up. I try to avoid that, but sometimes it's just unavoidable. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's just kind of my process, I suppose. I know that people kit up and kit down and store stuff in like so many different ways, but for whatever reason, this is just kind of what I kind of built on my own. As far as like, I guess the only reason I got into these particular kits is because they were advertised to me on Amazon, or they were like one of the sponsored whatever listings. And so it's kind of the first one that I saw, and I liked the fact that it's all zippered and everything's together. And they make them in 60 sets. So half of what we have here, they make them in the 120s, which I pick up. And then they also make one that's 240 of these containers. It's a 4-stack, and it's got like unzippable like sections to it. It's like this tall, like zippered tower of drills, essentially. I don't think I have a need for one of those. I have yet to get a kit that was that big that needs it. However, I do have a pretty big kit on its way. I ordered a kit from Jaded Gem Shop, and it's on its way here. Hopefully I'll get it at some point next week. But that is a big in. I still think it'll fit in a 120. Like, I doubt that it's gonna go beyond that. But if as I kit it, if as I kit it up, it seems like it's going to be that big, then I will probably stop and then order one of those 240 sizes, and like pause the kitting up and then transfer them into that big one, because I don't like having my drills in like different places. Like it all needs to be here for me. You'll notice that like some people will do one container of a drill color, and then they store the extra, like the rest of these 310s that I have over here, they'd store them somewhere else. That kind of ekes me out. I don't want to lose them. Like, I don't know why I have such a thing, but I want it all together. So 321 is our number 5, and it looks like it's like a kind of reddish, purpley looking thing. Here it is. So yeah, I don't know. I just like to keep everything together. So, what else? So yeah, once we get back from vacation, then hopefully I'll kind of be jumping full force into the new job. It's so nice. I wish I could, I don't know, like I've mentioned it before, but like the privacy kind of that you want to keep around your life. So I know a lot of people don't like share the exact company that they work for, but I kind of want to. Maybe I will at some point in the future, because I am very excited and proud that I got this opportunity. But the office building is brand new. They did a full reconstruction of the whole property. They basically just bulldozed all the buildings and started over. This company or organization has been around since 1881. So it's got a long history on that same property in Denver. And so let's see, 327. Let's see what we got here. There it is. I haven't necessarily seen anything. I like I said, I was going to call out if I see some drills that I might want to replace. Let's see where this red one goes. So number 5, this one is just a straggler. We haven't even, oh, is this an AB? Yes, it is. Here you are. Buddy, you left. Okay, so number 5 is that red color. It looks like we're gonna see that. I'm not quite seeing it here. Maybe I'll take a look at it at the end. Maybe that makes more sense. Yeah, let's do all of our charting at the end, because then I can take a look at the canvas. Yeah, and I don't have to have the drills with me. I can just look at the sticker sheet and just do it that way. That makes more sense. Okay, so we're on number 6 now, and that's 327. So yeah, it's been around for a super long time on that same property. And so the last update was in the late 60s, early 70s is when they had remodeled and like added some new buildings and stuff. And it's a combination of administrative and like a shop, and like where they have all their deployment trucks and all their like a lot of different like more utility type of things they have there. So it's like a combination of an office building and like a functioning like industrial kind of area. So things get worn down, things get, beat up and busted over time. And so back in 2017, I believe, is when they announced that they were going to start revitalizing it, and basically they leveled the entire, I don't even know how many acres of space, and just started over for a full refresh. And when they did that, the focus was on sustainability and efficiency. So the admin building is the only building in Colorado that has an internal water recycling system. So all of the water that goes down the drain, all the water that you flush actually goes through a on-site recycling system and then filtered back through to be used again for toilets, as well as they have a lot of greenery. They call it their like indoor like forest. They have like a lot of greenery, and that greenery further filters the water, and it uses the water, you know, to drink, or the plants do. And so they recycle the water like a few times before it gets put back into the system. It also is a building that produces more energy than it uses. So the whole top of the building, as well as the parking garage and the covered parking, is all covered in solar panels. So the company actually produces and puts energy into the grid as opposed to using it. So it's really, really cool. And it's just like super modern, but they saved one of their buildings, one of the original buildings, and completely remodeled it on the inside. So from the outside, it has like the big stone and like all of that stuff, but inside it's very, very modern and chic. It's just so cool, but there's a couple exposed walls inside. It just is like a really neat setup, and I love it. They, let's see, this is 7. The cafeteria has like a mix of both like burgers and stuff, but they also have some like salads, wraps, quinoa, like grain bowls and stuff. Like they've got like a really cool mix of like, here's some healthy options too. 814 is our next one, and it looks like that's kind of a pale looking purple maybe. Sometimes it's hard to go off of the legend because those colors are just slightly off. 814, where are you? Let's see. No. Let's see. Do you see it? Let's see what's under here. 815. That's not what we want. We want 814, right? What am I looking at? Oh, 414. Oh my gosh, Anthony. Jeezy Pete. 414. 414. We can do this. We can do this. There's probably people that are like, it's a whatever color. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know all the DMC codes. Okay. It's none of those. 414. I can find it, I'm sure. Okay, none of these, none of this, none of these. What we got? Oh, here it is. It's gray. It looks a little bit more purple on the schematic, but I'll keep 415 out because that's going to be our next one. Okay. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry for cutting off. The pro tip, make sure that you've got the space required to do your recording before you jump into it. And then double pro tip, when you go to delete videos off your phone to make the space, make sure you actually go in and like double delete them, because iPhone, at least my iPhone, it will, let's see, 28, 820, okay, cool. It moves them into like a deleted folder, but it doesn't like delete them. Like they stay there for, I think 30 days before they're permanently deleted. So it's still using the space on your phone. So I had to like go in and double delete. So it cut me off. I deleted a bunch of videos, came back, started talking again. And I was only recording for like 15 seconds before it died. It stopped again. And so you missed out on quite a bit. I think we left off somewhere in like the 10s or 14s. We're now at color 29. I've been talking this entire time off and on, but it didn't record any of it. But where we left off, essentially, I was just talking about how I'm really enjoying my office, the office space. It's just really nice and modern, and the team seems great, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I think I was saying like my office is on the first floor, and so it faces like the main courtyard, or kind of the main drag through the buildings. and they planted a bunch of wildflowers and stuff. So it's just like so peaceful. My friend, I sent her a couple pictures and she's like, why is your office giving me like English garden vibes? I'm like, that's kind of what it feels like. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, take a look. I had also mentioned, I was talking about taking a look at number 30 is 898. At that DP video, the DP, I think I called it vlog DP tag from Crafting with Susie or something like that. I just filmed that at the time of this. I just filmed that yesterday, and it covered a lot of like my diamond painting updates, the projects that I plan on working on, like all those questions, and I tried to go in depth. It's a super long video. So I kind of burned through a lot of my topics. So I feel like today I'm like, want to do this obviously and get this all set up, but I'm like, I don't have like a ton to chat about. So what I'll probably do here in just a couple colors is go ahead and do the fast version, the quick version, where you're just watching me work and I'll put some music in the background. And then when we're done, we'll come back and talk about which colors I'd like to enhance. So that's where a good bulk of this video will be, is taking a look at the canvas itself. I'll try to zoom out so you see as much of it as possible. And then we'll take a look at, let's see, 31 is 905. Take a look at the colors and see if there's some opportunities to do some enhancements, because I do want to dress this up a little bit and make it really special for my buddy, because I think just with like the rainbow of colors that's in this kit, I think there's a lot of opportunity to like really snazz it up. I also found on one of the Facebook groups, someone did something called dry mounting with this exact kit, and it looks like they just glue it to like a thick foam board or something, and that's how it's mounted, and then I guess you can just hang it from there. So I might actually do something along those lines for this to give him like a framed, quote unquote framed or like mounted kit. The other thing I was thinking of doing is painting the border on this one and giving it to him like that, so that way he can keep it rolled up, because I don't know if he's gonna want to like display this necessarily. I don't want to. I do this with all my gift kits. My intention is like, I'm not gonna give it to them pre-framed, because what if they're like, I don't want to hang this in my home. Like, I like it and thank you, but it's something I just want to keep as like a gift or a keepsake as opposed to like decor. And so I feel like when you frame it, you're almost like obligating that person to like hang it up. Like when your aunt buys you a sweater, it's like you have to make sure you wear it on the days that she's around. So I'm like, I don't want them to feel obligated to like, oh, Anthony's coming over, put the where the fun never ends, put the diamond painting on the wall, because he's gonna be looking for it. So I kind of just want to give it to him. I think I'll paint the border. I think that makes the most sense, because then it's not as intrusive if he's not interested in hanging it up. 912. There we go. So I'll paint the border. I'll probably do black with this one, and then I bought some glitter glue. So that's maybe I'll do that after I'm done kitting this up. I want to see what not glitter glue, glitter paint. So I'm gonna do black border, solid black, and then paint it again with a layer of the glitter paint to see what it looks like. And I have Midnight Laundromat. I want to do it to that one, so I'll do that as soon as I'm done kitting this up. That'll be my little afternoon project. Okay, so we're at 33 now, and we're gonna use the color red. Okay, cool. All right, so let me go ahead and finish this up in silence, and then we'll do fast track mode so we can get the last of these. We got 22 colors left to do. We'll get these 22 colors done. I'll come back when it's all put up, and then we'll discuss where we're gonna do some enhancements. All right, bye. done. Let me see. I think I can pull you out in real time. I think I'm gonna leave you like that. I know you can't see the entire canvas, but I essentially just want to start going through and trying to chart out where I'd like to do some enhancements. So basically, I'm just going to kind of go through the canvas and just identify where I think there's an opportunity to do something fun. So first thing that really jumped out to me, obviously, is our white, and it's almost kind of a cream color. This is DMC code 3865. You have it in these mountain peaks here. You have it in, is it Jake? Is that the dog? And Finn, yes, okay. So you have Jake's eyes, Finn's kind of cap here. There's a lot of outlining in white here. There's some clouds down here that you can't quite see, but the mountain caps, and then we also have the unicorn's eye, this guy's beard, I forget the names, the unicorn's like horn, which is just out of frame, and then Princess Bubblegum, her face, and some other areas. There's some white mixed throughout. I think that I want to see if they do have like a white sparkler. If they do not, then I want to do like a pearl. I don't want an AB. I think that'll draw too much attention, especially if we're going to do it in some of the faces. But I do want, at least in the snow caps and some other areas, to get it to really glisten in the clouds. Just a little bit of something. So I might not end up using it for her face or some of the other areas, like maybe on Finn's hat, but everywhere else I want to glitz up the white. So I'm going to go ahead on my notebook here, and I'm just going to write our color number was 55, our DMC is 3865, and I'm going to put in the here how much of that I have. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers of that. So I'm just gonna write that I have 6 containers. Wait, is that? That is not right at all. Containers, there we go. And then I'm gonna write either a sparkler or a pearl. I don't want to do an AB because I think that'll just be too much for that white area. So sparkler or pearl. The 6 containers will at least allow me, I found that each bag of sparklers from Tima, I think it's like 1,400 drills. So, and then each of my containers holds about 2,000 drills. So I know that's kind of my ratio there. So I probably have right around, I guess that would be close to 8,000. Does that make sense? Approximately of that drill, probably a little bit less. So that just lets me know that's how much I have about. And so I need to figure out how much to order. Since I'm not going to be doing the faces in certain areas, I probably would do like 4 containers worth, so 6,000. So just that's kind of how I'm doing the math there. Okay, so the other areas that I'm seeing that I'm going to probably want to bring to life, I think are going to be, I really want that unicorn's hair. See how it's these yellows and golds? I'd love for that to kind of, to really pop. And then I could see that also being really cool through here. Jake is pretty much also those same colors. And then you have some more rainbow here. So that would be like a good, there's also some here on the crown. So doing that up would be kind of cool. So let's take a look at those colors. It looks like we have, starting from, I want to go inside out. So when you're doing that sparkle, most of the time you're going to want to see that sparkle towards the center and then out. So we have the plus sign here in the center, not really too much here. Not really too much here. So let's maybe do the first couple colors and that'll be good. Let's take a look. So that plus sign is going to be color 3823, that's color 51. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. So it's kind of a soft yellow and we've only got that much of it. So that's probably the only place that it's at is in that hair. So let's do, that's our color code 51. And that's DMC 3823. And we have 1 container. And I want a sparkler for that. Okay, cool. The next color out is kind of the equal sign. That's 744, and that's number 21. Let's take a look. We've got 2 containers of this, a little bit more of a golden yellow. And we're gonna see that in Finn's face, in certain parts of Jake here, in Finn's legs. It's pretty much his skin tone. We've got it kind of throughout here, like I said, in the unicorn's hair. Do we have it anywhere else? It looks like it's just kind of scattered throughout. Actually, I'm not really seeing too much of it here or here in the rainbow. So, oh, there's just a little smattering of it over here. Okay, so I think that would be okay to do that. We'll do those 2. Yeah, and then we'll take a look and see where else we have an opportunity. I probably won't use it in the face or anywhere else. I'll probably just use it in the hair again. So that's going to be, what did we say that was? Equal sign. That's color code number 21, DMC 744. And we have 2 containers. Let's see, I'm gonna say that I wanna do, I'm just gonna put in parentheses half here. So that lets me know like only order half of what you have. Okay, cool. And then once again, sparkler. Okay, so let's do a couple more. I really want to see this like kind of icy, the peaks here that have that color. I'd love to see that look really icy. We have some in Finn's hat as well as his shirt. And then we have some over here in there. Not so much on the rainbow. Let's see, not so much on the rainbow. That's okay. I think it'll look good capping those off. Yeah, because we've got some here. So let's take a look and see what that is. That's the key symbol, and that's 47. We've got 2 containers of it. So we've got a fair amount. It's got to pop up elsewhere. Oh, there's some down here in the clouds too. So that's the color. Let's go ahead and see what we can do there. So that's going to be Apollo. He's like, let's play. DMC. Let's see. Hi, buddy. 3811. Hi. Go in. And let's do a half for that one too. I could alternate those, and we're going to do sparkler. Okay, now let's focus on the rainbow. I want to see what colors we have in the rainbow here. I wanted to get one of these reds especially. So we have a few different colors here. We have A, S, arrow sign, and V. Looks like we've got, the A's are jumping out just because they're a white symbol or a blue symbol. So let's look at A, and that's going to be color 321, number 5. We only have a single container of that, and there's that color there. We also have, let's look at the arrow. Actually, there's the most of that A from what I'm seeing. There's a lot of S here too. Let's take a look at the S. That's 17, and once again, 1 container. So a darker and a lighter. Let's do, I don't know, there's about the same amount too. Let's do that lighter color. So we're gonna put the A away. We'll focus on the S. Do I wanna do that? This is so hard. You know what? Maybe I'll just do, let's do the S. I'm final answer. Let's do the S. Let's see if it's anywhere else in the kit other than the rainbow. It's a little bit here. A little bit in Princess Bubblegum's hair, which might be nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So 17, that is S, and that's 606. So 17, DMC 606, 1 container. We'll do the full thing, sparkler. And if I can't find sparklers in these shades, that's just my preference. If not, I'll find something else. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do, I kind of want to make one of the greens pop off, but we already have an AB, so I'm going to skip that. We've already got some of that goldenrod, that kind of yellow. And then we also have this kind of icy blue. Maybe we can do a purple. Well, we already have a number 1, which is kind of close. It's like a lavender. So maybe we can do a blue. Did we already? So we have the icy blue. Let's get one of these more, one of these navy tones, or like the deeper blue, and then we'll call it good. That'll give us 6 extra sparklers. So looking through here, we have L, we have pound sign, we have this little half triangle. Let's look at that half triangle. That's symbol number 41. That's going to be this color here, and we have that kind of throughout to the rainbow here, kind of scattered a little bit in Finn's shirt. Not so much up here. It looks like that L's a little bit more prominent, but we do have some here. Not really here, not really up here. Oh yeah, there's a bunch up here. That actually might work out okay, because it's not everywhere. We have just a little smattering of it down here in this rainbow. So it's represented in pretty much all of the rainbow. There's a little bit up here. So, okay, cool. That works for me. And that is color number 41, and that's $9.95. 41, DMC 995, 1 container. We'll do the whole shebang, and once again, preference there is sparkler. The only place I don't want sparklers, or I don't want specifically no ABs, are the white. Everything else, if we don't have sparklers and there is an AB, I wouldn't mind picking that up. So there we go. I think that'll do pretty well to kind of enhance this canvas. I might consider looking at the, I have the original artwork here. I might consider, we have 55, what was that again? 55, 51, 21 equal sign. So we have a little bit in her crown there, a little bit in this crown. I might also consider incorporating some metallic drills into the crowns here and here, but I will do that a la carte on the fly when I reveal that section. I might make a decision to do some gold metallics in here to make the crowns stand out. She has a gem here in her crown at the top, and then he's got 3 gems here, which we've done in those reds. I might see if I can find either kind of like a light blue or a bright red sparkler, like a ruby red, or just add some of the sparklers from the other colors. I don't know. I'll just kind of do those on the fly, but I really would like the 2 crowns to stand out. I think that would be kind of cool. So also the sword, it'd be really nice if the sword was done in metallics, so I might mess with that too. So yeah, lots of little enhancements here, but this is a good start. Everything else, I think I have enough to do the little onesie twosies, like I said, the crowns and the sword. I already have some round metallics in my stash, so I don't need to really order those, I don't think. And then for washi tape, I decided to go with this kind of teal, not really, yeah, I guess it's kind of like a bluish green glitter tape. I think that'll look really good. So that's that. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. If you have any suggestions on how you'd enhance this canvas, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go place an order with DP with Sparklers. I think I have a discount code. Get those on their way so I can start working on this as soon as possible. Well, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, and happy placing. Bye. 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 Bye.